In this channel, we like honesty. And honesty is best always. So we're going to be honest when we say that an album of the year material has dropped. Let's talk about Folklore by Taylor Swift. I'm going to make this a quick video. It's going to be a review. It's going to be a track by track, really quick and fast opinions about every single track on this album. And then afterwards, I'll give a general consensus on the entire album as a whole. Let's start with track 1. The One. Aha. The One is one of my favorite songs on this album. It is really, really good. Weirdly, it is a faster moving song than most of the other songs. But my favorite part of this song is not only its production, not only Taylor Swift's vocals, but the lyrics on this are really, really good. Like, they really hit home, man. Like, goddamn. God, that hook. Would have been fun if you would have been the one. Track number 2, Cardigan. Cardigan is the first song out of the 3 songs that she called the high school love triangle trilogy. Cardigan is in the point of view of Betty, probably the main character of this trilogy. It is really, really good. And I filmed a music video reaction for this, but copyright is really fast and took it down the minute it went up. I got really sad, but oh well. And although this is part of the 3 storyline, it's probably the song with the least story in it. Instead of hearing what happens, we hear more of Betty's feelings and emotions about what happened, more so than what actually occurred. And I don't mind, because the other 2 songs are full of story and full of details, which I love, which tie in. It's amazing, amazing storytelling, amazing songwriting, production, immaculate music video, gorgeous. Taylor Swift is amazing. Let's go. Track number 3, The Last Great American Dynasty. At first, I didn't love the song, but it was mostly because I didn't know what it was about. But then, you know, after my 8th listen of the album, I had to figure out what this song was about, because I still couldn't figure it out. I like Taylor Swift, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know every single detail about her life. So it was really, really appreciated when I went back, listened, and I knew that it was about one of her homes that previous people have owned before her. And it was really, really satisfying to finally know some context and then listen to some amazing storytelling in the song, because again, storytelling is top notch here. It became one of my least replayed songs to one of my favorites in the album. Another W. Track number 4 is Exile featuring Bon Iver. I'm not very familiar with Bon Iver's music, so going into this, I was really not expecting the biggest thing ever, because I didn't know what to expect. But holy crap, this song might be one of the best songs on the album. It's really, really good. I really like the contrast between Taylor Swift's soft vocals and Bon Iver's really, really deep voice. It is amazing. It is also really, really, really good at storytelling wise. It is really, really solid. I really like this song. My favorite part of the song might be the bridge and the post-chorus where they're going at it, where he says that there were never any signs, that he never learned how to read her mind. It's really, really, really good. And again, another song that really, really hit home. Track number 5 might be my favorite track on the album, and it's My Tears Ricochet. And it's all because of that hook, man. That hook is amazing. It probably has my favorite lyrics in the whole album. If I was dead to you, why are you at the wake? Cursing my name, wishing I stayed. Look at how my tears ricochet. No, but other than the hook, the whole song is also immaculate. I mean, the production on this album really stands out. Track number 6 is one of my least favorite songs on the album, and I'm not saying it's bad, because it's not. It's even a really solid track. I wouldn't skip it at all, but it's Mirabelle. I don't know. It was just when it was. I don't know how to explain it a lot because even myself, I can't understand why I didn't like it. It was just one of those songs where I listened to it. I was like, okay, let's move on to the next one. Just like how we're doing right now. Moving on to track 7, 7. Another one of my favorite tracks on the album. Really, I don't know if this song has a structure, and that might be my favorite part of it. I really, really, really like Taylor Swift's vocals when she is singing "Please Picture Me in the Trees," blah 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 blah. However the song starts and how, I'm pretty sure it's the hook, but I'm telling you, I don't know if this song has a structure or not. Really, I think it's really, really solid. It's really good. One of my favorites on the album. Her vocals are everything in this song. Literally, almost everything. Really, really good. The 8th track of the album is August, and it's the second storytelling song in our trilogy. This time is from the perspective of the mistress. I don't think we ever get her name, but it's really, it's a sweet song. When you look at it, it's story-wise, you're like, damn, I can't help but feel bad for this girl because, you know, she really thought she was going to do something with James, which apparently that's the boy's character's name. You could tell in the hook and in the verses that she really, really liked him, saying that time flew by with him because it never really belonged to her, nor the time with him because he wasn't really ever hers. It's a really, really good storytelling song. Again, amazing. Great. The next track on the album is This Is Me Trying. I really, really like the song because goddamn, it felt like Taylor Swift wrote this entire song, put it on her fist, and hit me in the face with it because fuck. Jesus Christ. I don't cry with music, but that one nearly got me. Illicit Affairs, at first, before knowing what songs were part of this trilogy, Illicit Affairs I really thought was the third one. But it wasn't, and that's what makes the song even better for me. The fact that Taylor Swift did such a good job with the storytelling on this song that it made me think that it was part of a bigger story, and it made me want more of that story. We sadly don't get it, but still, it is a really, really, really good song. I really like it. Invisible String is another one of those tracks where I was like, meh. Again, not because it was bad. I literally can't pick a bad song from this album. But yeah, Invisible String was another song where I was like, I don't know why I like it. I'm just not really feeling it. And it does fit in with the whole album. It just didn't really fit in with me. I don't know why. Might be its length too. Mad Women, I thought was going to be like sort of a tie-in with the Great American Dynasty. It wasn't, and honestly, I didn't mind it. At first, I thought it was going to be like a sequel because in the last Great American Dynasty, I kept saying how the people in that house were known as the maddest woman the town has ever seen, blah, 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 and I really thought it was going to tie in. It didn't, but it made me enjoy the song even more because it was a thing by itself. And I really liked it because there's a lot of truth in the song. A person isn't mad or happy because they want to be happy. It's a cause and effect thing. She says, too bad she's gone mad. It's something about you made her mad. She's not mad because she wants to be mad. Something caused that. And that is Epiphany was, hear me out. Was my least favorite track on the album. I literally, when I first heard it, I got bored. I was like, I don't know what the song is about. But after listening to it, I was like, there's no way there's a bad song in this album. And I tried to figure out what this was about until I came to a conclusion where, take it as you will. Take the song as you will. Take it from your own perspective because there's like, someone's bleeding out, someone's crashing out. At first, I thought it was like maybe her ancestors, a war, whatever. But then, I don't know. And now I like to think that it has something to do with how the world is functioning right now. Honestly, it went from being my least favorite song to one of my most listened to. Just to figure out the concept of this song is amazing. Betty is the third song in our high school trilogy, and it's in the point of view of James, the boy, who cheated on Betty from Cardigan with the girl from August.
Lovely.
Another amazing storytelling song, man. Taylor Swift just knocks it out of the park. It might be the fastest paced song in the project, and it honestly makes sense. It's this 17-year-old kid trying to say sorry, trying to say that he didn't mean it. Look, should James be forgiven or not? That's up to interpretation. Take it as you will. I really like the song, and I really like how Taylor Swift says fuck you, because it's like sung poetry, man. Peace is really good. I really think Peace is about her, about herself. She said that this whole album is full of fictional characters, but I have a feeling Peace has something to do with her and Joe, because she's such a big name. She feels that maybe she feels that being with Joe might be a burden on him. Maybe, just maybe. And Hoax, I don't have much to say about the track, as that's another one of my least favorite ones. There's literally 2 songs on this project that I don't feel 100%, and it's Hoax and Mirabelle. But other than that, it's still a solid track. I wouldn't skip it, but I'm not too crazy about it. Here are my favorite tracks from the album. The One Cardigan, Exile featuring Bon Iver, My Tears, Ricochet, 7, Epiphany, and Betty. Now that I talked track by track, let's talk about why I love this album so much. Think about the last 3 previous albums that Taylor Swift has given us. 1989, Lover, and Reputation. Not chronologically, they just came out to my head like that. 1989 is really her first big mainstream pop album, and it was a huge hit. After that, I never saw Taylor Swift coming back to country or anything similar. I'm like, this girl really, really blew up with pop. She's gonna stay with pop. Unfortunately, some things happened with Taylor. She left for a year. She came back with the amazing Reputation. My second favorite Taylor Swift album, with such, maybe not maturity is to say, but with more boldness from her part, finally taking in what she wants to take in, what she sees herself as, not caring what everyone else sees. I think Reputation is amazing, but at the end of the line, it's still a rock pop album. Okay, maybe not rock. There is some rock elements, and there's a lot of elements. There's rock, there's dubstep, there's hip hop, but it's a pop album. And then last year with Lover is a really, really, I like to call it bubblegum pop, because it's pop, but it's really fun, sweet pop. Now, I really like the album. I think it's a really solid project. But weirdly, my favorite songs on the album are Lover, The Archer, False Gods, Soon You'll Get Better, the slower songs. And it's like she picked those 4 songs and put them all in an album with Folklore. I love this album really, believe me, I'm on my 9th listen. And this album just gets better for me. It is maturity. Something that maybe Reputation lacked a little bit of. The production is amazing. I like the fact that there's not really a single fast-paced song on this. It's all somber. It's a dark album. It's a personal album. Maybe not personal to her, but personal to the story she wants to share. It really showed Taylor Swift's maturity in lyrics. She was already good, but I mean, this just knocks it out of the park. Her maturity in lyrics, in sound, in vocals, production-wise, everything was immaculate on this project. I can't wait to see if she goes back to the bubblegum pop. Honestly, I wouldn't mind after such a really, really dark-toned album. Going back to something a little lighter, maybe like Lover, 1989, I would perfectly understand that, but goddamn, this album is a solid 9. It is album of the year material. Honestly, what a great album. I never thought I would say this, but Taylor Swift really dropped an album of the year. If nothing crazy happens until like Kendrick or Cole drop. I'm not saying it's my album of the year right now, but it's really up there. I still have The Allegory or After Hours, Pray for Paris, but it's with those. What an amazing project. Honestly, I already like Taylor Swift, but this has made me really love her. Amazing. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. This channel is slowly turning to a music channel. Should I just make it a music channel? Would y'all mind? I don't care if y'all mind. I don't care if y'all care. I'm probably gonna do that. Bye, boys. Please picture me over the creek. I lift my feet at 7 feet.